Flight 229, you're clear for takeoff.
We fight till we fall on the way. We don't care if we lose it all. We build our castle of sand till the waves come and wipe it off.
Hey folks, Maverick Watch Reviews back here with another review for you. I've got something pretty interesting for you today. Today we have the Seiko Alpinist Mount Fuji World Heritage Limited Edition 100 meter solar quartz, model number SBEB011. And as usual, we'll go ahead and open it up, look at the fit and finish, the features and the functions, the build quality, and then I'll give you my overall impressions of this interesting offering from Seiko. Now you would think this is your typical Seiko watch box, but it's not. Since it's a limited edition watch, you get a little different packaging. So let's take this thing out there. There you go, you get a little mountain. It kind of reminds me of a Toblerone box, like one of those Toblerone candy bars from, I think it's Switzerland. That's kind of what this reminds me of for some reason. Anyway, you also get the manual. Now, since this is a JDM or Japanese domestic market version, the manual is going to be in Japanese first, and then English in the back. There you go. You also get your normal warranty pamphlet here with the warranty card back there. So there you go, typical fare, little different watch box. Kind of like this thing, cool looking. All right, here's the watch on a black watch pillow. And I guess this little blue mountain's supposed to represent Mount Fuji, I guess. So let's go put this thing back. All right, let's take a look at this thing. All right, as usual, I'll go ahead and put up the specs on the left-hand side of the screen and we'll talk more about it later. You're looking at a 47 millimeter case. It's 12.5 millimeters thick. It's on an 18 millimeter rubber strap. We'll talk about that later. It's 100 meters water resistant, which is 330 feet. It's powered by the Seiko Solar S822 movement. It has altitude measurement, a barometer, compass, thermometer, alarm, chronograph, world time, GMT, and a power save function, and probably a couple other features I've forgotten to mention. So there you go. Now this is not going to be a super long or in-depth review because this is honestly not really my type of watch. These climbing style watches are not really my thing. I mean, I like them. I like the fact they have all those different features. And honestly, I have a Casio Rangeman that's got a lot of stuff that this has, and it's just a lot tougher. So if it's going to have a lot of features and be digital like this, I would really probably go with one of the Casios. But anyway, it's a nice watch. It's a nice, I would say, nice try from Seiko. They've got a couple other models that are better than this, and I'll talk about those later as well. But anyway, I like the overall look of it. I'm not crazy about the super thin strap. This kind of weirdly shaped thin strap. It's just, it's a little odd. I don't know why it's so thin, man. But anyway, I guess maybe to save weight or something. If you're going to be a climber, I guess you wouldn't want something super heavy on your wrist to weigh you down. I do like all the functions. Again, it's got a ton of different things that this watch can do for you while you're climbing. And the really cool part about this watch is its price. And I'll tell you that in a little bit. So just hang on, hang tight, and I'll tell you how much it cost. I do like the aluminum bezel. This is an aluminum bezel, and I believe this is an aluminum buckle as well. Let me see here. I think it says aluminum on the back. It does say aluminum on the back. I don't know if you can see. There you go, aluminum. So it is aluminum. Anyway, I like that. It's nice little touch. Now this is also a limited edition. Let me give you the case back here. You can see where it says Mount Fuji World Heritage Limited Edition. Supposedly these are limited to 1,000 pieces. Now there are multiple different colors of this watch, but this particular Mount Fuji World Heritage Limited Edition is supposedly limited to 1,000 pieces. So if you're into, Seiko limited edition watches, you might want to pick this up just for that fact that it's supposedly a limited edition watch. Again, the strap is way too thin. The case size is pretty nice. It would have been nice if they had maybe put some premium buttons, maybe some aluminum buttons instead of this kind of cheap plastic, black plastic. That would have been nice. Also, it's going to take you a little while to get used to this watch, just because there are 6 different buttons you're going to have to learn what does what. And I'll briefly go through this stuff again. This is not going to be a super in-depth review of this watch. It does feel very well built, which is nice. I like that. Even though it's a lot of plastic, a lot of rubber and stuff, it does feel well built. If you're going to get one of these Seiko ABC watches, which stands for altitude, barometer, and compass, You might want to get the SBEL011. The only thing is you're going to pay about $300 more for that watch, and that's basically the same thing as this watch. The only thing that does is that adds Bluetooth. The SBEL001 adds Bluetooth connectivity. And let me go ahead and put it up on the left-hand side of the screen for you. Really good looking watch. It kind of looks like some of the Suntos out there. But it's a good looking watch. But again, you're going to pay about $300 more for almost the exact same watch. So again, it's going to take you a little while to learn this thing, but it does offer a lot of features for the money. Now, I would try this thing on. Actually, let me try it on. It's a little small for me. Let me see if I can get this on real fast here. There you go. It's faster than I thought. Now I'm down to the second hole in the bracelet here, in the strap. And one thing I do like about the strap, it has that little hole right there, that little like tongue and groove thing that kind of helps it, stay on your wrist. So it's got some nice wrist presence, I guess. Again, that strap is so thin. I don't know why they made the strap so thin for this thing. Anyway, there you go. So let me pop this thing off. All right. And then I'm going to give you a shot of the backlight here. Now, this is an electroluminescent. Whenever you see EL backlight, that's what it stands for, electroluminescent. Let's go ahead and kill the studio light. Let's go ahead and turn on the light here. There you go. Not bad. It could be a little bit brighter, but it gets the job done. Not too bad. All right, there you go. Now let's just briefly cycle through the different functions of the watch. Obviously, you're going to your mode. This is your mode button. You got your chronograph. There's your alarm. This is your world time. It's actually set to Mount Fuji over in Japan. So it's exactly, Japan's about, actually it's 12 hours ahead of our time here on the East Coast. So it's exactly 12 hours ahead. So over there, it's 11:40 a.m. over in Japan right now. This is just your regular time. It'll just show, your day of the week, obviously all your different time stuff, your day, your month, all that other good stuff. So this is your button for your different sensors. Looking at altimeter. This is your log of your different climbing times and how long and how high up you've gone. This is your barometer right there. And it should be showing right now. Oh, I think the watch needs to be charged, so I think some of these functions are disabled if the watch is not charged enough. But anyway, in that barometer function, it'll also show you if the barometer is increasing or decreasing. It's howling outside like there's some sort of Hurricane Sandy going on out there. It's really windy and cold right now. So you would see some lines, some LCD segments going down, indicating that the barometric pressure is going down. Whenever you see barometric pressure going down, that means a storm's coming. So anyway, it's not going to show that now because you can see right there under the little battery icon, you can see where it says charge. So I need to charge the watch. Anyway, and also it shows the temperature in Celsius. It doesn't show it in Fahrenheit. Again, this is a Japanese domestic market watch. So over there they do Celsius, not Fahrenheit, just like they do kilometers and other stuff. So anyway, so let me see. There's your compass. Again, the compass is not. Damn it! I wish I'd charged this a little bit more before I showed you. Anyway, the compass, when you turn the watch, it's going to show you which direction you're facing. That's the compass. I don't know what that is. Again, you go back to altitude, and then there's your time. So anyway, over here you got your. I don't think this thing does anything right now. NYC. This is going to show you your current time zone, and this is the East Coast right there. So there you go. Again, a brief overview of the watch. I wish I had charged it a little bit, more to show you the different functions, the different sensors that the watch has. But I mean, it's nice. The cool thing about this watch is I got this thing for $65 on Amazon, and if you look at the price tag, this watch is normally listed for, drum roll please, $315. So these things on Amazon right now are going between $55 and about $85. Now I bought this a couple days ago. It's already gone up $20 in price. So these watches are really like commodities like orange juice or tobacco or coffee. They really depend on how many they have on, have in stock, the market demand for them. So to get this thing at $65 was an incredible deal. I guess Seiko just hasn't sold as many of these as they thought they were going to sell. Plus, people just aren't buying them. And I don't know why. I mean, it's a decent watch. It's just I think a lot of people were turned off by the super thin strap. I know I was. So anyway, if you want to get one, like I said, that's a little bit bigger, it has basically the same functionality, but you're going to spend $300 more. And they also have a limited edition version of this one too. Get the SBEL011. Go ahead and get that watch. But you know what? As a matter of fact, I wouldn't even recommend that. If you're going to get a watch like this, get a Casio ProTrek or get one of the Suuntos like the Spartan or the Traverse. Suunto really has the lock on these type of ABC watches. You just can't beat them. They've got different case sizes, different case materials. I mean, I think Suunto absolutely does the best job at these super outdoorsy, climbing, trekking type of watches. So anyway, if you like this video, please click on like. If you want to subscribe to my channel, please do so. I'd really appreciate it. I'd also like to invite you to become a patron of mine on Patreon. I've got my first 2 patrons. I'm super excited. Hey, don't laugh at me. It's a start, you know. So anyway, I only have one commitment level, and that's $3 a month. So if you can spare $3 a month or even less or more, any amount would be appreciated. So check out my my Patreon page. And again, you can get one between $55 and $85 on Amazon. And I'll include the link to this, obviously, and all the other different colors that you can get this watch in. And you can get one, like I said, I mean, it's dirt cheap compared to the original list price of $315. So there you go. So anyway, until the next review, I will see y'all later. Take care. Bye-bye.
We fight till we fall on the way.